Ladies and gentlemen, and Jerry's, we have just received an urgent email. I'm here to share it with you. It is from the Honorable Secretary of the Kuala Lumpur Tourist Guides Association. And this is what he has to say. He's quite concerned about the World Scholars Cup. He says, a number of teams taking part in the World Scholars Cup Global Round, that would be you, are now in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysian tourist guides are employed to accompany the movement of these teams around Malaysia. However, we have noticed that the emblem used for this event in Malaysia has misspelled the capital name as Kuala Lumpur. For us, to better understand, kindly advise why the city's name is misspelled. We need to explain the reasons to our tour guides who are also assigned jobs for this event. Their prompt clarification is highly appreciated. So, when you meet the tour guides, would you do me a favor and explain that we do not mean to misspell Kuala Lumpur? You could even teach them how to pwa. Can I have from everyone here the loudest pwa of the season? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Guys, this has been, and I mean this, the most amazing season of the World Scholars Cup that has ever taken place. It has been. Not just because we had rounds in more cities and more countries than ever before, not just because we had more scholars than we ever had before, and not just because the alpacas continue to grow and grow more colorful. It's been the most amazing season because I believe that all around the world, this community has come together. This community has come to understand what the World Scholars Cup is about. It's come to understand the joy of learning that we want you all to be part of. And personally speaking, I think I discovered more of why this program exists for me. You know, I often start these openings by talking about all the teams that I've met. And I want to do that, but I want to go somewhere else after that. This has been a season of incredible meetings. This has been a season of remarkable moments. 4 weeks ago in South Africa, as Sarah and I left the host school, we were serenaded by students singing Let It Pwa. You know, this is after I've asked students all over the world not to perform that in the talent show anymore. We have had in Hong Kong an education in the merits of cheese sticks versus cookies and advisories about the dangers of aggressive monkeys. Apparently they tear off each other's arms, who knew? Alpacas, I promise, are much more peaceful. We have had the first round ever in my home country of Chile. Sadly, none of the scholars from Chile were able to make it all the way here because of distance. But it was a homecoming for the alpaca because, of course, alpacas are from Chile. It was sort of hard to tell the students there why we'd pick their animal as a mascot. We've had primary rounds in Dubai where we had 8-year-olds contending with some of the same questions that you guys have dealt with, very acutely. So many scholars in so many places. I wasn't at every round, but I know that every round in its own way was a magical round. But this year we've been studying, among other things, heroes and superheroes, and the notion of the hero's journey. And this idea, I think, grew in my mind of the scholar's journey and of the journey of the Scholars Cup team and of the things we learn along the way. Now, I hope you have all learned things. I hope you've learned, the physical impossibility of death in the mind of someone living, which should probably be renamed Dead Shark in a Tank. I hope that you guys have, in some cases, given your first ever debate speeches. Who here debated for the first time this season? Wow. I hope that you guys enjoyed the Scholars Challenge. Who enjoyed the Scholars Challenge? Who did not enjoy the Scholars Challenge? So it goes. So it goes. But the learning isn't just for the scholars in this program. The learning is for us, too. We learn about all of you. We don't just learn how delicious malva pudding is. South Africa, looking at you wherever you are. We learn, I think, about ourselves. And I want to admit something that I've learned over the last few years. You see, I have, for many years, had a reputation on the World Scholars Club team as a bit of a recluse, you might say. I used to, when we would go to rounds, be infamous at the team for staying in a hotel as far away as possible from the other members of my team so I could focus. I didn't appreciate enough that for all the times that I have said that my joy in the program is you guys, I have been somewhat mistaken. My joy in this program is the team I get to organize this program with. They are the heroes on this journey with me. I'm looking at some of them right now. I can't believe there was ever a moment in my life when I didn't want to be as close to them as possible. I wrote something in the booklet that you guys may have. It has some typos in it. Divisions is not the Malaysian spelling of divisions. I wrote that they are a family to me, and we are to one another. And sometimes new members join that family with shiny heads. Sometimes old members depart that family, sometimes with long hair, sometimes with dreadlocks. Sometimes you never see them because they're backstage. Think of you, Charlie. And I miss them so much. And this year, you see a team before you. It will not be the same team as next year. It is not the same team you saw last year. Every team that comes together is a family, but every member that leaves is dearly missed. And I don't know that they know that. And I ask the team that is with me here today, even if you aren't at every round next season, because I know that eventually other things will come up, whether it's college or children, or getting lost in an airport, or whatever. Stay a family with me, with one another. Just as I hope that you guys have discovered on your teams that it's not really ultimately about the studying, it's about the togetherness that you find along the way. So yeah, I know I would normally share this at the closing ceremony, but the closing ceremony is always about trophies and so forth and so on.
Family also, they hug, so we're gonna hug.
Don't cry.
So a couple of things happened just now. We're kind of teary. That was really thank you.
Are we mourning the death of my phone for the third consecutive time?
He just dropped his phone and broke it. So that's
We have so many phones.
that's what family's about.
Also, 4 SIM cards popped out of my phone.
Anyways, thank you so much.
So anyway, guys, this is going to be an incredible week. Burch is about to show us another song. He's going to sing it for us, I think. Burch, what are we going to do?
All right. So guys, let's have a moment of honesty here. I want it by a show of hands. Who here studied really hard? Okay, now, moment of honesty. Show of hands. Who here did not study really hard? Okay, so lucky for you guys, I decided we're going to do a little studying right now. All right. So here's the deal. I have a little song for you guys. It's a little medley of 4 of the songs from our curriculum this year. So you should know them. So therefore, you should be able to sing along. Correct? Okay. All right, so let's go. Let's get the lights down. Let's hit the music, guys. Sing with me. The first song is a cute little song from Disney World, Disneyland. It's a small world after all. I chose this song because, guys, right here, it proves it's a small world after all. Make some noise, guys. Sing along. Put your hands in the air, y'all. Everyone sing. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. It's a life that we share, time we could have. It's a small world after all. Everybody! It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane. I'm more than some pretty face inside a train. And it's not easy to be me. If you guys know this, sing along. Yeah. Scholars, put your phone in the sky and wave them side to side. Yeah. You can turn on the lights. Yeah. I'm looking over the skyline of the city. How crowd quiet nights in the midst of crime. How next door to happiness lives sorrow, and signals of solutions in the sky. A city of justice, woo, a city of love, a city of peace, every one of us. We all need it, can't live without it. A Gotham City, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, city of love. Oh, city of every one of us. Oh, we all need it. I can't live without it. Gotham City. Gotham City. Guys, for this last song, keep them going. This last song, Light and Day, the one line I want you guys to sing with me is when he says, follow the day and reach for the sun. That's what I want y'all to do this week. All right, everyone sing with me. Light and day is more than you'll say, 'cause all my feelings are more than I can let by or not. It's more than you've got. Just follow the day. Come on, y'all. Follow the day and reach for the sun. Come on, y'all, clap. Yeah, come on, y'all. Just follow the day. Follow the day and reach for the sun. One more time, everybody. Let me hear you. Just follow the day. the day and reach for the sun. All right. Okay, now honestly, how many of you guys like have no idea what songs those were? Oh, my heart.